an ethical story, I guess. So when I was living in Charleston, I was working as an engineering technician, I guess what they call them. And one of the things is we take samples of concrete. We put them in these cylinders, right? And then you got to test the PSI, what it breaks at. So you have this machine that crushes it, right? And then if it's at 5,000 PSI, you record it. But the thing about it is that you have to get a nice flat pressure on that. So you have this sulfur, liquid sulfur.
Breaks it down?
Yeah, it's in a cauldron, liquid sulfur cauldron, right? And it's in this dish. And so what you do is you get this ladle of liquid sulfur, you drip it into this dish, and then you plop the concrete cylinder in there.
And the sulfur breaks down the concrete?
No, so what happens is that you sit it there and let it dry, right?
Okay.
So what happens is that sulfur hardens around that concrete, okay? So if there was any inconsistencies on the flat surface, it makes the bottom of it now smooth, okay?
Okay.
And you flip it over, and then you do it again. So you'll have the end of the cylinders, both the concrete cylinders now have smooth, perfect. So then when you put it in this PSI machine, it distributes the weight evenly, so you can get a true read.
Okay.
So the problem is that it's liquid sulfur, and if my shirt was off right now, you would see that I have sticks for arms, so there's like no weight to my muscle mass. So it's like it's a 40-pound piece of concrete. So what you do is you quickly, because it dries so quick, you got to pour the sulfur in the dish and grab it, put it in there. Let it harden up, and then do it again. So it takes time, but you got to do it fast. Well, I ladled the sulfur real fast. Stick arms, shaking, slides out from under me, splashes liquid sulfur. Now it could have gone over my chest. Luckily, it didn't.
What were you wearing?
Like a golf shirt, So, but
it's not like a Tyvek suit.
No. I don't even. Glasses were optional. I don't know. It's like, so. Got on my hand. The liquid sulfur did get on my hand. And it was the weirdest thing. It's probably one of those exaggerations like I've seen, my ankle swell up this big, grapefruit size. It's all BS. But just truly, I had a blister on my hand, the length of my hand this long, and it was like this high, right? And so so I had that for the longest time, and I'm one of those people that I don't pop blisters.
Like the longest time is like a couple days?
It was probably a week, so I'm waiting. I think some people pop blisters.
Did you go to the doctor?
No insurance. Yeah.
How old were you?
26.
Okay.
26, heavy drinker, no cares in the world, barely could pay bills, whatever, that whole nine. So had that going on, and so I'm waiting for the skin to grow under the blister, then I was going to pop it, I think some people pop blisters.
Yeah, I'm a popper.
I don't pop blisters because I think it gets exposed to your skin and it gets an infection. So I'm not doing that. Anyway, I'm thinking it's healing. 4 days later, a friend calls me up. His name's I can't remember, Matt Palmer. He's from my home. He's from upstate New York. He actually went to the Citadel. He got me that first job at this engineering tech place.
Right.
So he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go over to Wild Wings. You want to meet me up at Wild Wings, right?" Saw him. I won't tell you how I got there. And then saw him from a distance, right? Cool. Hadn't seen him in a while. Buzz, feeling great. Hey, he's this like really grandiose guy. He comes in for the handshake. Totally forgot about the blister. Went in for the handshake. He squoze the blister. Popped the blister. Table next to me. Watching the game, right? So they're sitting over watching the Yankees, hanging out. You know how Wild Wings has the plate of wings? Blister juice. All over their wings. Now, I saw it. He saw it, but they didn't see it. So that's the question, what would you do? What would you do? Would you tap them on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, I got blister juice all over your, Wild Wings"? I wasn't going to offer to buy them because I had probably $15 in my bank account.
Sure, yeah.
I look at her and just walked away. And from a distance, just watched them enjoy blister juice, Gold Rush, Wild Wings. Now, mind you, it's a lot of blister juice in there. What would you do if you got blister juice on your wings?